Can you get 1,200 gold variants from Season Casting Center? You can't. The random variants are only the 700 gold variations. Is the big difference between them. If you want, if there's a 1,200 gold variant you like, you're gonna need to pony up in the shop for it. The one I posted a highlight with the other day, or the Fair Ronin deck in my exclamation point decks link, were my top 2 Master Mold variations, dude. Like, we'll probably play some more of the Fair Ronin today. Potter Goes Gaming, thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. I'm just gonna leave here. Not only are they playing Thanos, but TVA is much worse for us than them.
Escape.
You've spent over 10,000 gold on variants. I don't want to know how much I've spent on variants. I'm glad it doesn't track it. It's certainly a number that exists. My credit card tracks it. Well, my credit card doesn't sort out how much gold was spent on variants versus progress, right? So there's not a differential in there for that. When I get all our friends set up in the same location, so we can Odin into them. We have 4/5 of our combo here. We'll get to Wong here into Shuri. You can figure out how much you spent on gold on variants by looking for the 1,200 gold variants in your collection and multiplying by that to get a low estimate. So that number would actually end up being high for my account because during the closed beta, there weren't 2 different prices for variants, and I got a number of what are now 1,200 gold variants for $750 or free during the closed beta. Splitting the variants into 2 different price things was something that happened before the release.
Wind, aid my hand.
So long. Flooding. Are they a Cerebro 2 deck, it looks like? Which should mean we don't have to worry about getting, Cosmode or anything like that. I'm being bullied, chat. I'm being bullied.
Escape.
When does Bass drop to pull 3? Not till next month. No Cosmos, no arrows, still a goose. As I've often said in the past, the only question you need to ask someone to get an understanding of how good they are at Marvel Snap or how much they understand the game is, how good is Wong? Someone answering the question, how good is Wong, will tell you everything you need to know about how much they understand the game at a high level. I'm leaving Wakanda open because I want to be able to put all of my combo cards into here potentially. Although now we'll forge into Mr. Kitty Cat here in the middle.
Wakanda forever.
Well, we're definitely just passing here, so that way if Taskmaster hits, it could be a 12. The Steampunk variant rush doesn't start until like the 21st. So it's gonna be a little bit. Rip. My favorite part about interacting with people on the internet are people like Night Spy there who ignore what I actually said and then choose to get mad at me for something I didn't say. So take your first time message to my chat that's in completely bad faith and getting pissed off about something I didn't say and fuck out of my channel to somewhere else. I love the shield double up deck 12 ounce. It's a ton of fun. And they have priority here, so he can't get shanked. Cosmo's not usually a card that they play. What's going on, Tron? Life's swell. The game's changed, but the gamers stay mostly the same. Get up, kid. Thank you for the third of a year. Person said, whoa, what did they say? I made the comment that you can tell how much someone understands Marvel Snap simply by asking them how good do they think Wong is. And this person got mad and said, I don't want to misquote them. What was the exact quote? All right, can I now find the message deleted? I don't got it now. Loosely, they said I was shitting on someone for being new at the game. And that isn't what I did at all. And the amount of people who get upset just because someone is asking about Wong, that automatically means that they are less, which isn't what I said. That person is probably new and just trying to get their footing and you just shit on them. And it's like that type of attitude actually shows why so many people get hard stuck and don't get better at the games that they play. Like, if you can't admit that you don't know what you don't know, you're never gonna get better, right? Like, if you come in brand new and you get upset that someone is like, hey, that's wrong, and you don't understand what you're talking about, that has like a ton of experience, like, you're never going to improve if you come into something and you're like, oh, I know everything here, Wong is great, you're shitting on me because you said Wong's not great, right? Like, being bad at something is the first step towards being good at it. And people, they take things like that so personally, right? Like, me saying someone who thinks Wong is good doesn't understand the fundamentals of the game. That's not me saying anything negative about their person. It's saying it is basically saying they're either new or they don't get it and haven't learned. And that's not a personal attack. It's just a statement of fact about misevaluating a card that's not particularly good. Wong is a card that people regularly think is really strong, when in reality, it's terrible. Yes, that's basically what that message was. They're basically saying that I was saying, if you like Wong and think it's great, you're stupid. It's like, no, you don't understand the game. I think Wong is pretty good in a vacuum, but that doesn't mean it's good. Vacuums don't exist. as is the case with everything in life, everything is contextual. And if the card's not good in a specific given format, then it's just not good. And like, maybe there exists a world where like Wong could be good in some made up Marvel stat format that I'm not familiar with, that I'm not thinking about right now, but like, it's never existed. You mean terrible? I mean, if your goal is to win, Wong is not good. That is what I mean. If your goal is winning as much as possible, Wong fucking sucks. And that's purely about power level. It has nothing to do with personal enjoyment or other things like that. Why does Wong suck? Wong sucks because the cards that counter Wong are very commonly played in Marvel Snap in most of the top decks. When you sit down and write out all of the cards that counter Wong, they are all cards that top decks are already playing. Nobody sits down and builds their deck and goes, oh, I care about Wong, I'm gonna put Cosmo and Juggernaut and Arrow and Magneto and Goose and all these other cards in their deck. No, people sit down and they build their Marvel Snap decks and they're just playing those cards anyways because they're good, and then they also happen to shit on Wong. That's why it's not a good card. It's a linear card that gets disrupted by an incredibly long list of commonly played interactive cards. When you look at the top decks in basically every Marvel Snap format that's ever existed, they all almost always contain 1 to 3 cards that incidentally turn Wong off. And then past that, the cube equity on Wong against good players is not good. So what I mean by cube equity is how many cubes you can expect to win versus how many cubes you can expect to lose. So with Wong, if you have a strong Wong play lined up and you snap your opponent, if your opponent can disrupt the Wong, they stay in and then they take a bunch of your cubes. And if your opponent can't disrupt the Wong, they just get to leave for minimal losses. So not only is Wong easily disrupted in the power level sense, the metagame, the things what people are playing, but it's also a card that when you win with it, you don't tend to win a lot of cubes, and when you lose with it, you frequently lose a lot of cubes.
Opponent snapped.
I hit gold on my Viper, which was exciting. Well, they're not playing Thanos. We'll say first half. Wong was good back in the Drac Wong list. See, in my opinion, those lists were better without Wong. I played a lot of that discard deck, and I don't think that discard deck was ever great, but 2, I think the builds without Wong were better. Really don't. I think it kind of sucks. I guess I'm just like playing Doctor Strange here. Oh, I actually haven't done the new event in Genshin yet. I might do some of that today on stream, Betsu. We're gonna do the card game for a little bit again to start, but we'll probably do some non-card game stuff as well. The Viper's not anything fancy, unfortunately. I'm gonna go out on a limb and suggest this probably is someone else that copied KM Best's screen name. They just bumping? No, weird. What if they lost track of the turn count? Maybe they're just farming boosters? They might just be farming boosters. Bakus and Broods and stuff. Yeah, the Viper's just a gold background with sparkles. We didn't get anything fancy. We'll farm some boosters on her later so we can get her to gold on gold at least. Oh, the Brood was from camp. I don't know, the Baku wasn't from a camp. Actually never lucky. Actually never lucky. Man, is TVA... This is our second TVA game in 15 minutes. No, I was really surprised at that too, Messiah. Usernames are not unique. There's a string of numbers after them, and they let you copy names exactly. Get up, kid. Thank you for the 30 year, by the way. I think I missed that one. Appreciate it. If you're missing Yellow Jacket and Black Panther, you should just play the good Shuri deck instead of this shitty meme build.
Have that.
This deck is trying to combo. This deck is trying to combo a 100 power Yellow Jacket is the point of it. We'll do it at some point. Sometimes it takes us a second. We've done it before and we'll do it again. Oh, Thanos. Our good little communist sunspots here get to share the energy we have left over every turn. It's gonna snap him, honestly. Wong into Panther into Odin. Beep, beep. It's like pass on 2, pass on 3, have 2 6 power sunspots. Spread some friends out. Are they the Killmonger build? What's going on here? Okay. With Mojo, I'd assume no Killmonger. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. People play real weird combinations of cards. What would you replace Goose with? It's your other favorite card that plays on curve. Someone asks, has there been less Thanos since the announcement? There's been less Thanos just since I hit Infinite in general. People tend to try hard a little bit less. When I say curve, what does it mean? So, curve or curving out refers to these curve refers to the spread of energy costs in your deck, and curving out refers to spending your energy every turn over the course of the game. So when I say you want to replace Goose with another card you can play on curve, it means another like 1, 2, or 3 energy card that you can play out from your hand before turn 4. Because the She-Hulk double up deck, for example, you want to play a card every turn for the first 3 turns, so that way when you Moon Girl on 4, you can copy 3 cards. What's pumping? Pumping is a term that refers to people in Infinite trying to inject cubes back into the system by donating cubes effectively. Because people who are above 100 can pay people under 100, and we can't lose cubes at the top. Put a Wong over here on the left. So this way, if we peel Odin next turn, we could go Odin into the Shuri path plus Yellow Jacket somewhere else that's huge. What do you think of the new variants in the bundle that came out? Do you mean the Bishop bundle or a different one? The Bishop one's been out for a second. Think I'm supposed to just do this since they put so many stats here? This plays around Shang in the middle. I just want to be winning in all 3 paths.
Wakanda forever.
They could easily be like Shang plus Hawk though. Okay. Killmonger! Tie! There's a new bundle in the shop. Alright, let me take a look at it. There are a bunch of things dropping this month. Oh, these. I don't know, I'd be surprised if this one sells well. Like, Angel's unplayable. I think the Sentinel variant in the Battle Pass is better than this one, and Forge doesn't really see play either. From a pure progress standpoint, this is not a good progress bundle. This is a good piece of art on a card that is otherwise unplayable. Yes. It's an accurate take. I generally speaking don't buy the bundles unless they're bundles that help with progress. A variant in there has to be like pretty exceptional for me to want to pony up for it. Hey, man, Vic, sometimes you gotta refresh your stream to be able to send the notification through. Thanks for re-up it either way. Well, the Mystique bundle was just a good purchase. In addition to the Mystique like being a good card, $20 for that bundle was a better deal than buying $20 worth of gold. So as far as like progress goes, that bundle was a fine justification for this is a progress bundle. Alright, we're looking to draw Wongers here in our next couple of cards. And then a 0 drop. This Twitch stream, pre-recorded in front of a live audience. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Now we just need either of our 2 zeros to finish our combo here. Mavak, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. We could get Cosmo here, that's true. I think we're just soaking now, right? Because I want to be able to She-Hulk Taskmaster potentially. We missed on our 0 drop. That's sad. If I Odin in the center, how big does he end up at? I guess She-Hulk's kind of a 0. Is Odin big enough in the center to beat their She-Hulk here? Math is for blockers. He's doubled twice and then doubled a 3rd time. Because I wonged my Shuri. So he's 16, 32, he's 64, right? And then the She-Hulk is just like an absolute unit of a card. Says local man about to get arrowed. Yeah, and honestly, like, this game's such a good reminder that, like, I know that Shuri is the focus of a lot of people's ire, but, the Shuri deck, this build here that's super powerful, God, that's a gorgeous split, is good in large part because this is the best card in Marvel Snap. And even the Thanos deck is good because it's the best Arrow deck. I think Second Dinner understands that. Their comment about balance changes coming said that they were going to be targeting Shuri and Thanos decks, not Shuri and Thanos as cards. Dispersed Me, thank you for the 38 months. Welcome back. Do you think Arrow needs... I think Arrow... It's... So... If Marvel Snap's balance team doesn't want to make it so decks that play to the board can be better, that I think Arrow is too strong with her current text box is the TLDR. I think there are Marvel Snap formats that could exist where Arrow with her current text and stat line is fine or even a bad card, but those formats struggle to exist in a world where Galactus and Killmonger are Marvel Snap cards. Because again, cards don't exist in a vacuum. Their context is key and the details matter. So like the power level of things, like we were talking about Wong earlier, right? Like in a different context format, Wong is an incredibly powerful Marvel Snap card. But we don't live in that format, right? We've never lived in that format. Marvel Snap's always had a ton of really powerful cards that disrupt Wong that are commonly played. Yes, if filling the board becomes a more viable strategy, Arrow gets worse. Marvel Snap's formats for the last little bit now have not been conducive to filling the board being good. As something of a pedantic gamer nerd myself, I like that distinction from chat. I would argue Wong is a powerful card, but not a good card. I like the pedantic gamer nerd in me enjoys that distinction. Hey, Infography, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. I think that distinction is very good. I'm enjoying the tournament so far, Canadian. The timing on which we're playing the matches is a little bit slow for my taste, but overall, it's been a little while since I did something competitive focused like that, and I've been enjoying it. Enjoying it more than not. I think Warhead will destroy the card before it flips. I would assume no. I would assume the card's gonna get to flip first because the way it reads, I would assume that Warhead is supposed to be a card that works well with Nimrod. Warhead says after. Okay, yeah. Even without knowing exactly what the wording is offhand, my assumption is that it's gonna work that way. All right, I think we're dead here. Hold on 1 second, chat. I'm gonna keep clicking games here, but I gotta talk to the boss for a second. Actually, it's time for an ad roll. Chat, I'll see you in 2 minutes. I gotta talk to the boss. BRB. All right, we are gonna attempt to make 100 power yellow jacket for another, let's say 30 minutes or so. Poseidon, thank you for the third of a year. Welcome back. And if we continue to fail spectacularly, we'll switch to playing something else. But I would like to make a giant lad before we sign off, or before we move on. I should say we're not signing off anytime soon. Morning, Cody. I mean, Yellow Jacket is mostly being played in this deck for the sake of a mean biotic. We're trying to set up a Forge, Shuri, Wong, Odin to make like 100 power Yellow Jacket or 100 power Wasp. In general, Yellow Jacket tends... Yellow Jacket only tends to really see play in like some fringe Atom Warlock decks, and then alongside things like Valkyrie as a free card to play out when you're Valkyrie at the end of the game. But Yellow Jacket tends to not see nearly as much play as Wasp because of its drawback. We did a little bit of Genshin TCG earlier this week on stream, and they gave me another sponsored offer to stream some more of it today, so I love Genshin, and I play an incredible amount of it off stream. I will happily take some of their money to play it on stream, so we're going to play a couple hours of Snap, and then we're going to do a couple hours of that, and then we're going to do a couple more hours of Snap. We're going to do a full 7-8 hours today. Yeah, so there's a full-fledged Genshin card game inside of the Genshin TCG client, or the Genshin client. And similar to Snap, you have to acquire the cards in that game simply by playing the game. You can't just spend your way into it. A Forge here. This might be a Soak on 3 into She-Hulk bid on 4. And it's similar to how Gwent started inside of Witcher. Honestly, the amount of polish graphically that goes into the Genshin card game, it might be the most, the fanciest digital TCG I've played in terms of graphics, like second only to Runeterra. If you Odin, Forge, and Shuri, which one triggers first? Depends on the order that those cards are in play. Correct. No specific referral code for this one, Glitch. We're dead, friends. Maybe Red Skull into Taskmaster gets us there. I'm gonna bounce. They have their entire hand tier, which probably involves Shang-Chi.
Escaped.
All right, Mr. Wong combo. I've got about 30 minutes and 20 more cubes to devote to you. So for those just joining us, the combo we're looking to set up is we want Forge, Wong, Shuri in the same path. And then on turn 6, we Odin the Forge, Wong, Shuri path. And then play a Yellow Jacket or a Wasp to another location with almost 100 power. Although that means we're not going to be able to now. Edge, maybe they'll interact with it for us. yeah, if you pick up Genshin and you're playing it, be sure to pop into the subs Discord server. We got a really active channel in there. Just like we have active channels for Snap and other games. But I hang out in the Genshin channel a lot because I played a ton.
Opponent snapped. Escape.
Is it 100 power wasp being sent to her death a bigger flex, dude? What's the most compelling aspect of Genshin to me? I enjoy building characters and with different item configurations and min-maxing their stat builds. I also enjoy having a game where I can just kind of like zone out and go through combat in a very rhythmic way. The combat in Genshin is very rhythmic. The optimization for it is you're like building your team and switching through them with specific timing patterns. So getting those down and executing them optimally is something that I enjoy. The sound design is, the visuals aren't bad, but the sound design is just like really good. Agree with that. I'm in the D4 waiting room. I don't really have any emotional attachments to Diablo. I played Diablo 2 growing up. My wife really liked Diablo 3. So she's gonna try Diablo 4, and if she decides she likes it, I'll probably play with her. But I could take or leave Diablo. It's like I could take or leave these reconnecting issues. More leave, please. Come on, Snap. Hey, what's going on, Div? I saw your post on the Discord server. Congrats. That is certainly no small thing. Niv said they qualified for the Magic Pro Tour and their Worlds tournament last weekend. That's awesome. Insert Spider-Man meme here. Except my kitty is probably bigger than whatever they're about to do, right?
Wakanda forever.
I guess we're only a little bit bigger than a Red Skull, huh? How big is this? There's only 2 to the 4? Is it? I don't know. Math and stuff. Hey, look, Keg lets us know how big it is. only 32. Oh, I forgot that this breaks the game. I retreated mid-Keg animation, which breaks the game. Okay, sorry. You have to look at my face in large, which is really, this is more of a punishment for you than it is for me. Here's my face big. I gotta restart the client now. Kang is broken, chat. Not in that he's too powerful, but that he's incredibly fucking buggy, and I hope he gets patched soon. Show and tell to you. Thank you for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. Ooh, this is all the candy. Dodge a Galactus, we can dodge a ball. Forge? Forge. Okay. Narrator, he could not dodge a Galactus.
Opponent snapped.
All systems go.
Enjoy your information, bud. Was it good for you? It was good for me.
Enough said, Bob. Enough said, Bob.
So they're retreating? Okay. Good chat.
Victory.
We were even beating a null there, right? Even if they've been playing the other variation of the deck. 80 stats is a lot, champ. Large lads. All right, Westview, be kind. Rewind. Okay, so we have 4 cards in my deck. We draw Shuri, we draw Odin, we combo kill them. Says local man about to be arrowed and leeched. Okay, arrow down. Shuri. Yellow jacket, Sedge. Just a yellow jacket. Dodge a space stone, we can dodge a ball. No space stone, chat. We're beating that one. Are we? Or not? I'm wrong. look at how hard I worked for my 16 power thing. Look at how incredibly hard we worked for my 16 power thing. There's a world where this wins the game, right? Because Odin is gonna quad trigger the Forge, so this yellow jacket is 10. You wanna go left? Nah, I think the danger room. I think we need the danger room. I think my opponent can't block a warrior and they're not gonna play for the danger room. We block warriors on this stream.
Wakanda forever.
Fucking broed with the rubbins. Get my Wong magnetoed and then lose 100% of our cards to the danger room anyways. What a kick in the crotch. Brown! Okay. That gives us a whole heck of a lot more combo potential. Oh my gosh, and their Cosmo is burned? Woggers! Oh, Woggers! Oh, huh. I actually can't combo if I play this here, right? So I should chill? I'm gonna chill. Do I want to Shuri? I think I want to Shuri the She-Hulk, right? And then we'll Odin the Shuri next turn. Our poor Wong being one of the last 2 cards in our deck. Maybe I could have sequenced better to draw more cards with Asgard. I technically missed a card draw there. Oh. The problem is they're gonna Taskmaster a 30 power Red Skull here, right? They're not. Okay. See how this goes. The Vision's a bit of a wild card here. Gotta go all over.
Wakanda forever!
Wong forgot to change his clocks on Sunday. Mood. Been there. $44 on the season pass. Slide on up. Speaking of up, stand up for a little bit. All right, chat, that is 4/5 of a combo. We are just waiting on an Odin here. Ah, I'm gonna get to do something sweet, says local man about to be Galactus. Okay, they didn't have it. I do not think Shang-Chi is good in the double up deck. That is why I didn't put it in there. Is it crazy to give the double to this? Do we think they're turn 6 Galactus? They could be turn 6 Galactus, I guess. I don't know. And this is why, like, there's no... They could also just be on Destroyer, right? I think this is the line. Yeah, I mean, like, any line we take is dead to half of what they could do. Okay, we beat this, though. So, we lost, we chose to lose to, Galactus and beat Destroyer. I could have played differently to beat Galactus and lose to Destroyer. How did I pick? I just chose arbitrarily.
Victory.
Someone asked, do I have the Z Flip or the Z Fold? I have the Z Fold 4. I don't think I could ever go back to a non-foldable. You know when the Steampunk Rush will end? Sometime in April. If you check out the March update video on the YouTube channel, I have the timelines in there. I don't remember what they are offhand. The Z Fold is essentially 2 cell phones glued together, and it's priced like it's 2 cell phones glued together. It's like buying 2 high-end smart devices. It's actually the single largest amount of money I've ever spent on one individual piece of hardware. Was not cheap. Normal Trent, thanks for the 16 months. More than my PC. Well, my PC is individual components, right? So the total price of my tower... Actually, it might have been more than the total price of my tower, if I sit and count it out. I think the Z Fold out the door with taxes was a little over 2 grand. Yeah, I love it for gaming. In the summer, I walk around and I play Snap on half of the screen and Pokemon Go on the other half of the screen while I walk around the neighborhood. Oh, Sakar's annoying. That is, I am so jealous of this Mystique split. Holy shit. The Kirby crackles are so good. I don't think 22 stats for Taskmaster does it here, right? Especially with their Wong in play. Or 12 stats, 24 total. That's a cube, we'll feed it to him. Putting Pixel Wong next to that Mystique should be a crime. Ain't that the truth? Just like one of potentially the best pieces of art split in the game next to fucking this. Straight to jail. What an affront. All right, 3/5 of a combo. Forge, Shuri, Odin, waiting on a Wongers and a 0 drop. Alrighty. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh no! I believe we're gonna draw the Wong through the Subterranea. Jackie sounds like a bot. They are very much a human. All right, I got 2 more games in me, chat. 2 more games.
Escape.
Then we have an ad break, and then we're moving on to something else. I think if you wanted to be all in on trying to combo, playing Warlock is probably a fine way to do it. However, this deck is just a bad Shuri deck at its core, so getting to Red Skull people gives you wins in your non-combo games. Tobias, thank you for the 3 years. Welcome back. It's a nice scroller split.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
We got a bunch of 6 splits, huh? Zabu explicitly says there's a minimum of 1. Alright, Kitty's got claws, chat. Kitty's got claws. It was not the Forge I wanted, chat. We needed Forge to full combo.
Wakanda forever.
Just a 64 power Panther, I guess. Taskmaster here, Sunspot here, Wasp here. Yeah, we're beating Arrow here. We are dead to Cosmo on the left. Why does it matter if they arrow us left? Arrow us left is fine. I just need to not get arrowed right. Ain't a Taskmaster to end up here. Thanks to the Taskmaster. The 0 drops are anti-arrow tech. No, the 0 drops are how we combo on the last turn. We make 100 power Yellow Jacket under the right conditions. Just to clarify, the link to the March feedback survey is not available inside of the PC client, right? You need to log in on mobile to get it. Yeah, you have to have Forge in order for it to be effective. Otherwise, you end up with a 4x times 2 is what, 32 or 16? It's not a lot.
This just in.
I want variant thing for the bundle. I got a crossbones, which is all right. Wasn't a pixel. Does the order of Forge and Shuri matter for the combo? No, you just need to get Forge, Wong, Shuri in the same path so you can Odin them. Well, I guess you technically need Forge before Shuri for optimal results. Yeah, you probably do. You'll still get pretty big regardless of the order, but for optimal results, you want Forge first. There, Reality Stone letting us draw a card here. Morph is like one of the most useless variants in the game. Just like, you don't actually get to sit and see it. Besides anime waifus, what is the main draw to Genshin? As someone who has actual zero emotional attachment to anime waifus, apologies to anybody whose sensibilities that offends, Genshin is a really well done third-person action RPG that literally has 100+ hours at this point of fully voiced storyline. It also has dungeon and item grinding if you're into that, which I am. I like building characters and optimizing combat times and stuff like that. They do regular added temporary or limited time events that are fully voiced and add mini games and quest content. They put a lot of production value into their product, and it shows. Oh, Wongers! Oh, it's a damn shame we don't have Forge here, too. Wong left to assert dominance, mood. We're a day late and $1 short, Mr. Forge. They're leaving! Sedge. We didn't get to combo at all during the last hour. Should we keep trying? I don't know if we should keep trying. All right, it's time for an ad roll. Non-subs, I'll see you in 2 minutes. Like we're gonna do. I'm gonna run a poll. We'll let chat vote if we change decks or not when we come back. Let me put one up. We'll let chat decide. Chat, I have an update for the subs that are hanging out on the Jeff the Shark Jeff emote. We got some coloring in from yesterday's sketch. The shade, they still need the shade, so this is not quite done yet. But this is me, Jeff, as Jeff the Shark. So we'll have this one for chat soon. This is Jeff cosplaying as Jeff. It's a Jeff cosplay. Emote size, you won't be able to pick out exactly what he's eating anyways. The glasses of the beard on a shark should come through though. I heard you like Jeff, so we put Jeff in your Jeff. All right, we're gonna give another 40 minutes to trying to combo with the Shuri deck. Chat has decided they mostly want us to keep trying. If we don't make a big yellow jacket or wasp before the next ad break, we'll move on after that, okay? Tobias, thank you for the 3 years. Dark Hersey, thank you for the 7 months. Good morning, good morning. Thanos. Do I play out the Wasp as a 0 to have a better chance to draw the other combo cards? I think yes. So we need a 0 at the end, but it doesn't have to be Wasp. Was not the Wongers I wanted for Christmas. Okay, so we forge here, and then we need to draw Wong into Odin. This is the fastest Analand animation of all time. Maybe we're saved. Damn it, Rockslide. Can't you see we're trying to combo here? Okay. Okay. 1 and 5 to draw the Odin. So you're saying there's a chance. 1 and 6 to draw the Odin. Never lucky rubber ducky. The non-believers beat us. Those 20 people who voted to stop trying feel so justified right now. Alright, yeah, fuck this Wong. When pull 3 complete and don't know what to buy now, the number one thing to figure out once your series 3 complete is, Do you think you will enjoy the play patterns of any of the 3 big beds? And if the answer is yes to any of them, you should get those ones first. Okay. We get to forge into Wong. Hey, what's going on, Tians? Hope life's treating you all right. I'm doing swell. Snap popped off for me. Been banning on the regular for a while now. I'm not Series 3 complete. Should I use shards to complete it or just buy one of the big boys? You should only buy cards from the shop that are cards that you want to play with. It is technically inoptimal to buy anything from the shop. So you should just buy the things that make you happy. Well, that's awkward. Yes, the big bads are the only thing that's technically optimal because they never get cheaper. They could end up realitying Luke's bar for us, it's true. We're an Odin away from the setup. We're gonna trust in the reality stone here. That's true. It's not optimal to buy them if you don't think you'd enjoy playing with them. That's also accurate. It puts the leech on the skin or else it gets the hose again. Do you think it's suboptimal to design a shop where the only good decisions are the permanent Series 5 cards? I do think that's actually a bit of an oversight. I hope that it's something that they think about and perhaps address in the future. I kind of like the idea that most of the things you can get from the shop are technically inoptimal to be doing so. Yeah, I probably should have just soaked here, because if they soak, then we just lose. That's fine, we got leech anyways.
Escaped.
Someone asked for tips to climbing past 95. The #1 thing that really helped me get over the hump, especially with playing off-meta decks in this format, is that I stopped snapping Thanos decks, and I just started basically always retreating regardless of how good or bad my hand was if they snapped me before turn 4. And if they snapped on turn 4 or later, I did a evaluation of where I thought my position was before deciding to leave or not. Series 3 are good purchases. No. So, when you are Series 3 complete, your caches have 400 tokens in them. So if you're buying Series 3 cards just to get Series 3 complete faster, you're spending 1,000 tokens to get 400 tokens later. So again, you should only buy cards from the shop that are cards you actually want to play with. And location variance is Edge. We can't set up a full combo this game because of the 3 spots. Only good Series 3 is Era. I mean, that's pretty far from the truth. Do not remotely agree with that take. She-Hulk is right there. Yeah, I don't know where exactly she would be in best cards in Series 3 list, but She-Hulk is certainly towards the top of it. Any recommendations for how to get tokens? With the most powerful card in mobile gaming, your credit card, you can increase your token acquisition rate. That being said, even if you're spending money, you don't have regular access to more tokens until you are Series 3 complete. You need to be Series 3 complete to have a bunch of tokens on the regular. We get Shang-Chi here. It'll look like some kind of Deathwave variation. Deathwave's been playing Shang-Chi. Could definitely beat us here. I have the quote, best decks at Thanos and Shuri, and the highest I've gotten is 87. Well, I mean, yeah. You still have to be good at the game. I don't know. People like that, people are like, Jeff, you say stuff like that and it's mean. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, that's the truth, right? Like, you can't, like, how do I even say that in a way that's coddling and polite, right? Like, I feel like no matter how I could say that, there's no way that it wouldn't make some people be like, you're mean. Like, yes, the deck is part of it, but understanding the fundamentals is also a big part of it, even when you have the best deck. The other thing to remember is that being good at Marvel Snap isn't victory. I think it's actually harder. I think it's actually harder to be good at Marvel Snap than it is to be better at a lot of other card games, because in other card games, you just need to understand your deck and the game rules, right? Being successful on the Marvel Snap ladder involves understanding how to snap and retreat well as well. So it's an additional skill on top of what would be expected in other card games to be successful. There's this additional component that's also very skill testing. Is this the guy that's blocking everybody on Twitter? Yes. This is the guy who has 19,000 followers on Twitter, who people with less than 1,000 followers or just a couple of thousand followers comment that I've blocked everyone on Twitter. Never mind the mathematics of what those stats look like, but that is exactly what happened. What people mean when they say I've blocked everyone on Twitter is I blocked them on Twitter and they're very upset with it because they're entitled little twats who think that they deserve access to my mentions to be able to shout profanities at me on occasion. Oh, these locations aren't good for the home team here. Yeah, I don't have Twitter on my mobile device. I still use it on the PC because unfortunately it's relevant for work stuff here with my job as an influencer. I also would bet significant amounts of money that if I deleted my Twitter account, there would be a number of chuckle fucks who would be vying to take the handle and post offensive things looking like it's me trying to get me in trouble. Because that's just how people on the internet work. Sassy Pants, thanks for the 5 months. If you delete your account, Twitter just lets anybody create the handle, whoever gets to it first. Okay, chat. This is it. I can feel it. Robe Guru here is gonna let us do our thing. We've got a Forge, we've got a Wong, we've got a Shuri, we've got a Yellow Jacket. I just needed Odin in our next Forge Ruz here. All we need is the Odin. I'm not playing the Sunspot out because it would swap with Oscorp Tower. Okay, all right, 2 more hits. 1 in 5 and then 1 in 4. I believe. I believe. All right, 1 in 4, chat. It's come to this. It's come to this, I believe. Oh, come on, Smalls! You're killing me! Damn it, Odin! You had 1 job! It was to show up right now. Is Odin in the deck? Someone asked earlier, by the way, Jeff, should we be playing Chavez to make the deck more consistent? Chavez actually makes this deck less consistent because you want to be able to draw Odin or a 0-drop on turn 6. So Chavez makes you more likely to have cards before turn 6, but whenever you're playing a deck that has cards it wants to be drawing on turn 6, Chavez doesn't actually make you more consistent. She makes you less consistent. So Chavez is great in the Beast Bounce deck, for example, because the Beast Bounce deck doesn't really have cards it wants to draw in turn 6. It has cards it wants to draw early in specific orders. I missed on my arrow split. I got a gold background Viper finally. I think we're gonna play a Viper deck after this, so I can farm up boosters to get my Viper to gold. None of the good Shuri decks, in my opinion, play Chavez, no. Oh, sick! We could rogue their lizard. Deals an ongoing effect. Why didn't we rogue the lizard? I misclicked. We were talking to clicking. Why doesn't Shuri have a cool animation like Forge? So, they commented at one point they're behind on how many animations they want to have in the game, and they intend to continue adding animations to the cards that are played more as time permits. So, like, Polaris and Arrow had animations added well after the fact, and I expect Shuri will be another card that gets that as well. The cloak was a hub card, I believe. There's still Galactus, got it.
Galactus.
They got cloak off of the hub. Sure did.
Escaped.
This is the same Galactus player we just played against. They are also playing Thanos though, so like, lowest chance to get Galactus at least. When do I think Bass will be downgraded to Series 3? I can say confidently that Bass will be downgraded to Series 3 in April. At this point, Gamma, every single month, the oldest cards in each series will be the ones that downgrade. So April will be Bast, Shuri, Valkyrie, Super Skrull, and Black Panther to Series 3. Okay. We just need a Shuri next turn, chat. 1 in 5. 1 in 5. I've almost got my really sweet, complicated combo put together, says local man about to be leeched. Damn it, Bobby. But a Wasp, because we can hit Shuri here off the Wasp before we do what's it called? Or we get a Yellow Jacket, you know, same thing. They downgrade at the beginning or the end of the month. They downgrade like in the middle when the patch hits. So they currently have to patch the client to move cards between series. And the patch is just like when it's ready and when it gets approved and pushed through. So like the downgrades for this month, which are not exciting, M'Baku, Orca, and Atuma, those will happen next week with the patch. Yeah, middle to end of the month has been typical. Yeah, there's a real chance our 23 power for Taskmaster on the left is good, especially Sunspot Soaking 2 more as well. We're going plus 25 on the left. And their Shang-Chi is used and their Arrow is used. Okay. I mean, Bast isn't gonna downgrade for like 4 to 5 weeks at a minimum. So if you have Bast and you have tokens out and you want to play with her, I think she's fine to pick up. You'll get, you know, 4 weeks of extra playtime. We've been able to split my Odin again. I don't know actually. We might be able to. I haven't checked since we started playing. We started playing this set today. We might be close to, right? I forgot we were close to splitting the new Odin variant. That's so sad. Can't combo now. Got a useless 6. Rip. I mean, this is literally just a pass into She-Hulk Taskmaster, right? Oh, wait. I haven't broken the Vormir. Yeah, we're actually dead, right? Oh! I could have... Yeah, that was the line. Fuck, I messed it up. I could have played a 60 power Red Skull. What a weird line. We could have gone 60 power Red Skull into 60 power Null, 60 power Taskmaster. I mean, I still can, but like we're probably dead, I assume, right? Okay, I only have 10 here instead of having 2 60s. I can't have 2 40s in these lanes, chat. That is not how this works. Oh!
Victory.
You're saying I could have destroyed the Taskmaster. Yeah, so we end up with the null. Sure. So instead of being 60 here, we could have had 40-40 instead of 60-10. Yes, we could have gone 40 power She-Hulk, Taskmaster 40 power She-Hulk, 40 power null. It didn't matter, but yeah, after I messed up the turn 5, that was the better turn 6. Yeah, remember to the people in chat, I would much prefer that you take a second and type out a full thought rather than sending me half messages and having to go back and forth like that. You are allowed to type more than a single sentence before pressing enter. It helps communicate your points better. I would rather you fully articulate yourself and be too late for me to execute your line and talk about it after than for you to send bits and pieces and to like go back and forth and be annoyed because you're sending bits and pieces. Yeah, exactly. You'll lose all those important 100+ rank cubes. I don't care about the cubes. I'd rather just have a more cohesive conversation. Morning, Brian. We're never gonna get to do our combo today, chat. I just want one triple-digit yellow jacket. Is that too much to ask? Last card is Ultron. That's not a terrible one to get last. My last two Series 3 cards were Mystique and Green Goblin, and I didn't get them until collection level 4100. Kids these days don't know how good they have it. Were the caches more random than or something? No. So, when Marvel Snap first went into closed beta, the timeline to get every card in the game was collection level 45 or 4600, and that was without new card releases. That was just the base cards that were in the game during the closed beta. But as I've mentioned many times before on stream, every time Marvel Snap changes their economy, they iterate on it and improve it and make it better for the players. Maybe? There's some worlds where this wins the game. This goes to 4, it goes to 6 as a 12 power yellow jacket. This isn't quite it, but Clothing Vets does a couple. Hot Taco, thank you for the Prime and Afterthought with the 28 months. Appreciate it. Crazy Yates, thank you for the 5 months. Got him. Not quite a combo, but good stuff. If I'm playing a game, Crazy Yates, that might end up in a YouTube highlight after the fact, I usually tend to wait until after the game is done to run through my list of alerts. And you can see the alerts are working on the little ticker below me. That pops up as they happen in real time. But sometimes I want to complete whatever thought I'm saying in the middle of whatever pop-up is happening. I do appreciate the 5 months. We're gonna do some games with the Viper Split after we finally throw in the towel on this one. Okay. Okay. Well, even if we miss on, we need Forge. Ideally, we draw Forge next turn. That looks like a green stone. I assume we're gonna get Leech Stone. Someone in chat comments, it feels unfair that I, as a rank 75 player, can get paired against people who are infinite. The number one thing I really want to hammer home for people that don't understand rank systems in games like Marvel Snap is someone being infinite or being any rank on the Marvel Snap ladder is not indicative of their ability or skill as a player. Ranked ladders in these games don't measure how good you are at the game. They exist purely as an incentive to encourage you to play the game more. So you shouldn't be intimidated or feeling like there's some type of big skill differential between you and people that are infinite that you're playing against. The difference between those two things is the people who are infinite already are playing more than you.
All systems go.
The main difference between someone who's rank 75 and rank 100 is how much they've spent playing the game that season in almost all instances. Why do people complain about playing against different players? It's because of what I just talked about there, Mr. Seminole. I think there's this perception that, oh, if I'm playing against infinite players, they're better than me, so this isn't fair. Their arrow is already in play. We are, however, dead to the Shang-Chi. All right, one more shot at the Yellow Jacket combo. Then we're going to take an ad break, and then we'll play something else. Oh, this is TLSG, right? I have a hard time keeping track of which creators have changed to which usernames in a given month. Wouldn't the infinite player have the advantage of confidence / bigger plays? I mean, what you just said there is a bonus to the non-infinite person, right? The infinite players, if they don't care about their cubes, they get to play fast and loose and are more likely to spew 8 cubes to you, helping you rank up. Having a rank floor is not a disadvantage for the people that don't have a rank floor, chat. It means they're more likely to make bad decisions and lead to you getting free shit, is how it works out. And it's so weird to me that people think that it's some kind of disadvantage.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir!
It's more likely for players that are infinite to play the 2-tiered decks. Tell me you've never been infinite without telling me you've never been infinite. Pseudo Panda, thank you for the 41 months. Welcome back.
Wakanda forever!
Listen, chat, all I'm gonna say is, as someone who made low 4 digits most months playing cash fucking poker during undergrad, no reasonable good poker player ever fucking complained about someone being fast and loose with their goddamn money at the table. Sure, sometimes they donked you and took some money back, but as a whole, they were way more down than they were up. Because that's just how fucking statistics works.
Mjolnir to me. Mjolnir to me.
All right, we're done trying to be cute. Well, we're done trying to be cute with this deck. We'll go play. We'll play something else for a little bit here. Non-subs, I'll see you in 2 minutes. We're gonna play a different deck when we get back. I was looking to take an intro to stats class. Should I looking to take an intro to fucking statistics class instead? Poor Yellow Jacket. We tried for like 90 minutes. 2 hours, sorry. I said 90 minutes. It was actually 2 hours. It was actually 2 hours. I want to play a Viper deck so we can play with our new split. I also kind of need arrow booster still because I missed on my arrow split. We got a shitty arrow split again. She's gonna be my next white whale. Although, do I want to play this? I wanted to play. Is this a Bass Talk? Is this what I wanted to play? I want to try this a little bit. It's my favorite Valk deck these days. The Patriot deck is the best established Valk deck I like. I talked about that in my top decks video this morning. Chalky. Sorry, Galakyle. Thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, this deck had Viper and Arrow in it. Let's play a little bit of this. Oh, check Odin boosters. Yeah, good call. We do have enough to split the lad, chat. Do we do it? How many Odin splits do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one looks good in gold. For sure.
Animated.
Did something happen yesterday for the stream to take longer to get up on YouTube? Yeah, we played Snap for 7 hours yesterday. And when the videos are longer than 4 or 5 hours, sometimes they get caught in like a YouTube processing hell. YouTube can be pretty slow to process longer videos. It wasn't processed before I went to bed. All right, we want ink or gold with a crackle. Those are the ones we're hunting. Inked or gold with a crackle. Rip. At least we have a good split on this variant. The Iron Allfather split escapes us. Sedge. I really hope Storm is playable again here soon because this split is great. This is one of the sweeter splits of the game. I'm up to 6 arrow splits. What's a split? A split is, so, for example here, you see all these copies of Storm that I have? Every time you progress a card all the way through the infinite rank, you get to split it, giving you the same artwork with different background and border effects. So like this Storm, and this Storm, and this Storm are all the same artwork with different background and border effects. Yeah, my Storm splits have been running pretty good, huh? We've got gold with a gold glimmer flare on this. And we've got ink with a rainbow crackle on this one, which are both pretty close to S tier splits. Play some Moldy Locks for a little bit. Did I miss something, Gap? What are you responding to? Oh, there's an unban request.
Victory.
So long, bud. When people say Series 3 complete, do they include the new ones or just the original ones? It means all Series 3 cards. Chat, Series 3 complete isn't something that you hit and then you're perpetually Series 3 complete. So, it's a on-off thing. Every time you open a reserve, and every time you open a reserve that would have a Series 3 card in it, Marvel Snap goes, are you Series 3 complete? If yes, give you 2 to 600 tokens. If no, give you a Series 3 card. A lot of people don't really seem to understand that. It's not like you're getting punished or something, or you're getting demoted on your tokens. It's just, if you're complete, then you get tokens. If you're not complete, then you get a card. We lost a coin flip on priority here, which kind of sucks. A's of Torius, thanks for the prime, appreciate it. I think I need to try, we were talking about maybe trying something else in the beast slot in this deck. I was feeling a little awkward. Hey, well, I appreciate you dropping by a live one and stopping to click the prime button, Zeft. Every time someone does that, it puts a few bucks in my pocket, and I appreciate the people that take the time to do it. They make my job possible. Well, what's left in our deck? Arrow. Hey, speaking of primers, Delius, thank you for the support, appreciate it. Vapor Diffusion, thanks for the 5 months. A Sincere Kappa with the 3rd of a year. That's true. There are a bunch of Vibraniums in my deck, is an accurate statement. I assume Max is not going to be enough on the right. Arrow would be an ideal draw. But it does have sentries that we gave them they can use to fill the board. Actually, Arrow's probably not good because they have sentries to play, right? What's the cut from Bezos on subs? I get Tree Fitty from a tier 1 prime or gifted sub. They're all exactly the same for me. No, I mean, that's what I wanted, I guess. I don't have priority either, though. Although Shang-Chi doesn't beat us here, right? Is there a world where this wins the game? Maybe we'll limp for a cube. I really need to take the time to put up my end game economy video. A lot of people really don't understand how Series 3 Complete works and whether or not they should be spending tokens on those types of cards. Yeah, we're not gonna be up by 12 here. Sedge. I wonder if Twitch wouldn't fall apart if Prime subs didn't exist. If Prime subs didn't exist, more people would stream on YouTube. As a point of reference, and I'm sure every streamer's ratio is different, I currently have 2,664 concurrent subscribers at this current snapshot in time, and approximately 1,600 of those are Prime subs. A significant amount of the monetary support that you're able to produce as a streamer on Twitch. Hey, thanks to Lauren Bug. There, Thanos. Get priority. Let's give him some moldy locks. Bezos more than makes that back on ad sales. I don't know if that's strictly true. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Prime is a bit of a loss leader to get people into the ecosystem. I would wager for a lot of creators, their sub count tends to be higher than their viewer count, except for people that have like massive audiences. Maybe that might be true. Like even people like Hassan, they tend to have more subs than they do average viewer count. Something that's important to reference. Like, I think this is a stat that a lot of people don't know. For example, my average viewer count on Twitch for the last couple of months is about, my average viewer count on Twitch for the last couple of months is approximately, like 2,000, 2,200 people. But on average, I have over 10,000 unique viewers per day come through my channel over the course of my all-day stream. Pull this over here, and then the last turn is Shang-Chi here, Demon here. Sorry. I apologize to anybody that expected more. I made the mistake of assuming my cards were gonna have text boxes. Very common Marvel stat mistake. The sad part is, if I would have drawn Ronin, we could have still won this game, right? Like if we'd have top decked Ronin instead of Iceman, we could have gone Demon into Ronin here, and the Ronin would have been at least 11. Oh. Edge.
Escaped.
Does Iceman win middle? I don't think it does, but Demon definitely doesn't win right. only information we have about the upcoming patch changes is that there will be changes to the Thanos and Shuri decks, not those individual cards. We have no clarity or communication on which specific cards they could potentially be considering for changes. We've had notes of a lot of different cards like Arrow and Leech and others being on the watch list over the course of a little bit, but again, that's something super concrete. We also know that changes to those two decks won't be the only changes. That's true too. They told us that as well. What time is the Genshin segment starting at? I don't have a firm start time on that. It's a bounty board thing, so it pays me based on viewer count, so I'm waiting until we build up a little bit more. Probably in the next half hour to an hour. We are dead to an arrow here. Alright, so... got Ronin here. Well, maybe we Ronin in the middle, actually. So that way, they can't really arrow us. This lets them deterministically know where the Titania's ending up at, but I think that's fine. Because our Ronin is so large here. This technically plays for all the locations, right? This is 8, and then 5, and then we win the right. This is the general reminder, because chat's getting a little complainy / talking about balance. I really don't want to be the chat to devolve into endless talking about potential balance changes. I'm happy to communicate the factual information about we know what's happening or not happening so far, but I really don't want to get into what are ideal changes, people complaining about Thanos and Shuri, etc. There's a lot of that in the community lately, and it's just really, really draining and bogging. Especially terrible suggestions. Narrator, most of them were terrible suggestions. The patch is coming sometime next week. No exact date yet. Hey, Kazuya. Thank you for the Prime. Appreciate the support. Oof. When are they gonna nerf all of my opponent's cards and buff all of mine? The one balance suggestion we can all get behind. When indeed.
Escaped.
Yes, the patch will bring with it the pool downgrades for the month ender. They're pretty underwhelming downgrades overall. Zabu's hitting Series 4, which is relevant for some people, but like the rest of the January releases are pretty underwhelming. So like Dazzler, Shauna, Sauron, and Shadow King are gonna be Series 4. And the Series 4 to 3 are M'Baku, Orca, and Atuma. Want to play Baron in the middle? Oh, I should have played Master Mold. I'm dumb. I wasn't counting. I could have locked him out of a draw. I wanted to not play right because this way, if we hit Hood, we could go Hood Viper on the right here. No, Far Story. Those articles are shitty and post bad takes for the sake of getting people to click them, and I don't want people sharing links to reward them for their bad stuff. Honest journalism is a dying art. It's just like impossible to monetize dying journalism, or honest journalism is the problem. It's honestly a very similar issue to the types of content that does well on YouTube, right? Like all of the content that I would consider to be a lot of my best stuff that would help the most players get better at the game tends to perform the absolute worst on YouTube as a platform. And I would imagine less clickbaity journalism has very similar issues. If I ever do collab stuff, it's just hard for me to justify making time for collab stuff. And then we're dead here because they have She-Hulk plus something else, so we can't keep up with it. Maybe this holds, Scopium? Shang-Chi wins, Copium. Yeah, sorry, collab stuff. I just already work like 50 to 80 hours a week. So like adding another type of content like a collab thing means I have to stop doing a different type of content. And honestly, the types of content I enjoy producing the most is like sitting here streaming, so I'd rather just spend my time doing the thing that I enjoy. We're dead to there, She-Hulk plus Shang-Chi. She-Hulk plus Death will also do it. When I get her enough boosters up to gold on gold. Gold on gold on gold. Yeah, Genshin has drops going on for the current patch, so if you link your Genshin account to your Twitch account, you'll get freebies in-game if you hang out for the Genshin segment. And if you enjoy my stuff, one of the best ways to support it is hanging out for sponsored stuff like that. We're going to play Snap here for a little bit more, and then we're going to kick out over to doing some Genshin Impact. We're going to check out their TCG and showcase some of the other things that the game has going on for a couple hours. My opinion, what is the worst card in Marvel's Stab? Probably Crystal? Probably Crystal. If unnerfed Zabu couldn't make Crystal playable, she needs a change. Girl needs some help. Is it worth starting Genshin? I enjoy Genshin a lot, so I'm playing it on stream today because it's sponsored, but I play Genshin almost every single day off stream. And by almost every single day, I mean, I don't think I've missed a daily mission in like 4 months. I play it a lot. This is cheeky. If they Patreon or Blue Marvel here, we could get in trouble. I guess I could do the opposite. Maybe I'm supposed to arrow Titania here and like forcibly kill their stuff. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we got him. Is Genshin a card game? Genshin is an open world RPG that has a card game component inside of it. If you're familiar with how Gwent originated as a Witcher 3 internal thing, their card game is kind of like that. We're going to start with that today. But Titania on the left's a little unwieldy. Damn it, Viper, we've trained for this. Under the gaming general section on the Discord server, there is a Genshin thread that's very active. And has been for some time. There's plenty of people in there that'll help with co-op if you poke at it. My wife likes the questing and exploring and collecting aspect of Genshin, so we co-op to like do her boss and dungeon runs together, so she doesn't have to do those on her own. We have all the cards. I don't have all the cards in Genshin. You have to actually, you can't just buy them. You have to play the game to get them. And when I'm not playing a game for content, I often just like, the way I play card games off stream is very different than the way I play them on stream. On stream, we rotate through a bunch of different decks. when I play a card game for fun, I usually hyper focus on one deck and getting good at it. Yeah, I have every snap card. I've had every snap card for a hot second. Imagine playing games for fun. It's a weird system. And they space stoned, so I can't even just tee up Shang-Chi here. Get him in the middle here. And then I'm hoping to draw, gosh, well, oh, I don't have another, I don't have anything that lets me Shang-Chi and get my Titania back in the middle next turn's the problem.
Opponent snapped.
I gotta leave, unfortunately. If I had like an Iceman or like a 1 or 2 drop left so I can Shang-Chi plus pull this back, I think we'd be okay here. But I think without the ability to grab my Titania back, we're kind of just in an awkward spot here. Yeah, Genshin is not on Switch. It's on PlayStation, PC, and mobile. I play a majority of my time on my PlayStation 5. But I also play on mobile occasionally. Walnut Juice, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. Hey, Moriarty. Thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate the prime. I think Ronin is playable without mold. No, not really. I'm not even 100% sure it's playable in this metagame with mold. It's like probably like a Dino Devil quality card with mold. But it definitely feels like it does not have enough enablers without it. There's a reason why we'd mostly been not playing it.
Escape.
All right, I think I'm ready to change decks. It's about time for an ad roll. I'm gonna hit that, and we're gonna switch up when we get back. Something a little bit less moldy. Yeah, I think I want to try this. There's like a blend of other things that I played, like Bounce and other things. Am I the biggest Snap streamer on Twitch? Objectively, I have the most watch time and highest average viewer count for Snap streamers on Twitch, yeah? I never played Hearthstone. I played Magic the Gathering before doing Marvel Snap full-time. Someone who's something of a data junkie. There's a lot of stats that are available publicly via the Twitch API. So these are the most watched Marvel Snap streams for the last 90 days. You can sort by watch time, the amount we've streamed, peak viewers, average viewers, etc. As it gets closer, Mogwai and I are pretty close. He just doesn't always stream quite as much as I do. Has this game been out for 6 months yet? It has, right? It hasn't quite been out for a year, though. 65 days, a year. A year gives us all the Marvel Snap data altogether. I mean, I think it's easy to say that Mogwai and I have the most viewers because we were established content creators before Marvel Snap, right? Like we brought in audiences with us. Is an important metric to think about. No, I don't think it has to do with time of day. Like, this is streaming and building up an audience on platforms like this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So like I've been broadcasting here on Twitch consistently for a decade. Mogwai's been doing it for some number of years, not quite that long, but some number as well. Am I doubling my HUD? Probably not. Yes, Mogwai is also bigger on YouTube. Mogwai's YouTube channel is significantly larger than mine, because that was his primary platform for a long time. I basically ignored YouTube as a platform before Marvel Snap, because I'm not a huge fan of how it works. It is easier to snowball and get more viewers when you already have an established audience, is accurate, which is why I always try to make a point to raid smaller content producers when I sign off at the end of the day. It can be very difficult to get started on this platform. Probably not a Bass game.
Opponent snapped.
Well, I don't really expect them to interact with me, and they might play into LeChuka Golia. I'm gonna snap them back here, honestly. We're gonna get to go Hawk into Mystique into Valkyrie. Sounds great for us. I watch full ads for my YouTube subs that I like. Does that affect your income and metrics? Ad revenue on YouTube is all right. It builds up to something meaningful over the course of a lot of months, or a lot of metrics. If you're a Twitch streamer and do not utilize other platforms, you will not succeed at all. I don't think that's remotely true. That has not resembled my experience with the platform at all. Maybe if you're starting from nothing, but like I've been doing this as a full-time job for 5 years, and like while my YouTube channel existed, it definitely wasn't a focal point of anything I was doing for most of that. I think I want to force my Valkyrie to go right, to make this abomination tiny. And the number one thing you can do to be successful is nepotism. having someone who likes you be able to come over and be like, this is how this works. Hood is 0 cost, yeah. Well, that's kind of exactly how we drew it up, huh? Valkyrie has such solid synergy with Darkhawk. So this does not impact ongoing bonuses, meaning she gives this +3 attack. Because it's base 0 and then has an ongoing bonus, so she made both of these larger. She gives null power. That's a strange interaction. Have you considered rehabilitating banned viewers to have them back as productive viewers? I unban every single person that asks reasonably to be unbanned on my channel. In fact, something I've mentioned before is that something that I do occasionally, if somebody says something that probably shouldn't quite be a ban, but it's like kind of obnoxious and they deserve a timeout for it, I'll ban them instead of timing them out to see how they react to being banned. Because you'd be surprised at the number of people that after you ban them, they're like, fuck you, I never liked you anyways, I don't know why I was here. And it's like someone that was gonna react that way was probably gonna be really shitty at some point in the future regardless, so we just got out in front of it. It's like how it's really important to me to occasionally point out that trans rights are human rights and other important political things to me like that, because saying things like that on stream riles up the shitters in chat and lets us ban them proactively. You gotta occasionally drop the important things in there so the people that have atrocious views are gonna pipe up and let you know that you can fucking whack them preemptively. It's a honey pot for shitters. So I have a hawk, and then I have a mystique for my hawk, and then we'll figure out what we're doing on turn 6 here. Hopefully we find a Valkyrie. People are people and should be treated as people. I never understood how that's a controversial view. That's a controversial view because there's an entire political party in the United States that maintains its narrow grip to power by creating an enemy of people that look different than them and then riling up their base to harass and demonize that enemy that they've created. That is why you can't just treat people as people for these people that are abhorrent. Yeah, so much for the draw Valkyrie plan. Think we're dead. I can Iron Man plus Wasp is like the best we got. I don't see a world where that wins though, right? 'Cause this is only 16 over here, right? There's no way 16 and 11 wins this. There could be a world where they like overthink and play for center and maybe we get lucky, but I think we lose here more often than not. I'll play Go Fish, but I think we're supposed to retreat here. Hey, thanks it. Thanks for the 5 months of Prime. Appreciate it. All right, chat. These are the types of shitters I was talking about. We need to come over here and sit on Papa Jeff's lap for a moment. I lost the game. The game doesn't matter. I have something fucking important to talk about. So, someone in chat made the comment that the problem isn't one side, it's both sides. Okay, so let me lay out the facts for you. These are the facts. And I want to prefix these facts with the Democratic Party in the United States is not perfect, and they have a lot of important things that they should improve on and continue doing better. However, when you look at how the parties are voting in the United States, there is one political party in the United States that voted against capping the price of insulin. There is one political party in the United States that votes against marriage equality. There is one political party in the United States that votes and institutes laws that take away bodily autonomy from individuals that live here. So you're right. There are things that the Democrats can do better, but the idea that all bad things are equal and that both sides are the same is something that only people who are ignorant and dripping in fucking privilege because these things don't impact them are willing to say. And those ignorant takes will be tolerated in other places, but they're not tolerated here. And if me pointing these things out to some of you on occasion makes you upset, or you're like, I don't want to hear that, that's fine. You can fuck off to somewhere else on Twitch where you won't have to hear about that on occasion. I've been live for 3 hours today. We talked about something that I think is important to me that's political for 5 minutes. And if 5 minutes out of my 8-hour stream today talking about this makes you upset, I'm sorry it makes you upset, Snowflake. Fuck off to one of your safe spaces where it won't make you upset. I'm gonna play some more Marvel Snap now. Stan, I feel like I gotta stretch my legs out after one of those. Mercy, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate the support. Honey Pot for shitters. Here's my Prime set. Appreciate it, Gio. In the words of a great artist, snap back to reality. And Marvel Snap. Snap back to the Marvel Snap. Hey, Hitch Streak, thank you for the sub gifties. It's very generous of you. Appreciate that, Whiskey Jack. Oh, there goes the gravity. So when I look at a deck like this, I gotta decide how many of the cards I could draw on turn 2 do I want to play on turn 2 to decide whether or not I want to bast on 1. And honestly, if I draw Widow or Angela, I would like to bast either of those cards. So I think we just pass on 1 here and we'll bast on turn 2 so we can bast 1 additional card. Nice. And rewarded here because Mysterio, basting Mysterio is a really powerful and fun interaction. When you bast Mysterio, you get 3 power things. It's like a mini Doctor Doom.
Enough said, bub.
Oh my god, they altered into the Oscorp Tower. That's funny. Well, shit. That's fine. I didn't want to play cards in my card game anyways. Playing cards in my card game is incredibly overrated. All right, I believe in this Darkhawk, chat. He's going the distance. He's going ball speed. Oh, Dracula's a little monkey here. This is a 12 energy turn 5, I think. So they have 26 power on the left. Yeah, basically. Mysterio will not go into the flooded. That is correct. Mysterio clones follow all of the rules of playing out that every other card does. So that way they keep up the illusion of where's the real Mysterio. It feels like such simpler times when the primary cards that we complained about were like Iceman, Scorpion, and Dracula. I long for it. Is this the most stats I can put here? This is 20. 20 might win the game, he says, before Dracula discards an Infinite. We are dead to Galactus here, is noteworthy.
I
So the only tiebreaker in Marvel Snap is total power. So they're up by 4, we're up by 4. Nobody's cubes go down. Wait, did they punt? They punted, right? Yeah, we lose to them playing Chavez here. Weird. They had no cards in hand. Yeah, weird. They messed that up. I'll take the tie, I suppose, but we should have died. No, they emoted us at the end. They were a human. Is there still a credit cap of 10,000? There is, Defiance. Greg WI, thanks for the quarter of a year, by the way. I think I missed a couple of those in there. V-Ball Bad Andy, thank you for the third of a year. Or sorry, Greg WI was 2 months. It was 3 minutes ago. Numbers and stuff. Matching borders is also assigned to human and not a bot. Accurate. Yeah, the bots usually have varying cosmetics. This Bast is sick. This is a 5, 11, 12, 13. This is like a 19. This Bast is like almost 20 stats. It's actually just disgusting. How does the Pro Bundle work? It is 12.5k credits. So the Pro Bundle, gives you boosters to spend those credits. So the credit cap doesn't mean you can't go over 10,000. It means once you're over 10,000, you can't acquire more. Is the TLDR. Not sure playing Mysterion is right here. It definitely clutters the board a little bit on us. We're definitely not playing Angelo. There aren't any other 1-drops I can draw. Our last 4 board slots are Demon, Iron Man, Valkyrie. It's just a question of which ones are going where. And we can deploy all of those on turns 5 and 6, so we just wait. Is the Pro Bundle worth it compared to these other offers coming out? The Pro Bundle is worse than all of the temporary time-gated bundles. You should only buy the Pro Bundle if you are getting it in addition to those other things, not instead of. We did dodge a leech. That's true. Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky.
I am Iron Man.
Okay. Unfortunately, Valk's not very good here, right? Because they have Blue Marvel. This comes down to what's their RNG over here. Darkhawk doesn't really have replacements in any of the decks that he's played in. He's a pretty unique and powerful effect that has elements of a deck built around him typically. So like, for example, this deck is playing Korg and Black Widow because they're good with Darkhawk. So, unfortunately, if you're missing Darkhawk in something, you need to play a different deck usually. Can't just swap them out. All right. Speaking of Korg, getting us a dub here. Which is the real Mysterio. Surprise! They're all the real Mysterio.
Victory.
Vast is good with Darkhawk in a way that other statistics aren't. Yes, especially this deck too. Valkyrie and Bast also work with Darkhawk in a way that they just wouldn't work with any of their cards that provide big numbers. Is very accurate. The current Jim Lee bundle is a cosmetic bundle that you should only buy if you like the cosmetics. It is not a bundle you should buy. You should buy for account progress. It's a lot of Hood boosters. Hood is actually my second most split card in the game as well. The only card I've split more than Hood is Viper now, because it took me so many splits to get her to where she's at. Man, I should have played the Throne Room. I don't want to put Vibranium in my deck, but I want to beast these back. It's tough. Hard knock life.
This land is always changing.
Never mind, I'm a genius. It only makes sense to pin a Series 5 card, Tom, if you don't have any other Series 3 cards that you want. Otherwise, I'd just let it rotate until you get the Series 3 cards you're looking for. It's good to know. Yeah, we're not replaying the Korg, obviously. Valk's actually a little awkward into their Patriot, depending on how many things they have to enable it. Mr. Negative too slow in this deck. I thought about that. I don't know is the answer. Valkyrie and Bass do reward you for a lot of the same things Mr. Negative rewards you for doing, though. Let's do this, actually, so we can tee up a Valkyrie here on the right. You know, and you can expect Series 4 to 3 downgrades, yeah, with the next patch next week. Wait, did they? They never played out the first Widow's Bite, right? Yeah, I think we have to leave. They're just like, have the Ultron.
Escaped.
Half stack looks like my Friday nights. LOL. How do you split a card? By acquiring enough boosters for it and ranking it up all the way through the infinite cosmetic level. So it takes 155 boosters and like 1,500 credits to fully rank up a card. We're gonna potentially set up a Valk path on the Baxter building here, especially with the Iron Man drawn. Widowing into their Electra. It's a slick Electro split. It's really solid for us. I'm gonna pick all these up. We'll wait and see what they do. Opponent snapping. Yeah, it's probably a Galactus angle. We'll see where they end up at. What's token acquisition rate with the battle pass? The battle pass doesn't increase token acquisition rate a ton. It's only the battle pass is like 900 extra gold and like 300 extra credits a month. You get between 4,000 and 6,000 collectors tokens a month with the asterisk that bundles change that. So like the token, god damn it, King. The Token Tuesday bundles this month greatly increase token acquisition for everybody. Is the TLDR. I'm doing this and leaving myself flexible on the last turn here. Oh, they also have priority, so if they Galactus is here, neither of these resolve. So now I have to try and ensure that we beat Galactus plus Wolverine. Yeah, but I also need to make sure I beat other things. They said I'm confident. Are they retreating? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Rad. Thanks for sticking around. Good to have you here still. Weird game.